In this video, we're going to write the equation of a quadratic function given vertex and a point on a graph. It says determine the equation of the parabola graphed below. So we're going to start this problem with using vertex form. And vertex form in the previous videos is f of x equals a x minus h squared plus k, vertex form. They also call it standard form. Well, they give us the vertex. We can see the vertex is right there. Vertex is always that highest or lowest point on the parabola. So that coordinate there would be, let's see, 1, 2, so -2, -1. So I'm going to go ahead and write that the vertex is -2, -1. Now I need one other coordinate on this graph so that I can figure out this equation. And I think that this point right here will work just fine. That would be its y-intercept. And that'd be 0, -3. So I'm going to go ahead and write that the y-intercept is 0, -3. Okay. Now, we're going to start writing the equation. And we'll start by plugging the vertex in. So if I plug in h and k, remember this is h, this is k, I would get f of x is equal to a x, I would get minus -2 squared minus 1. So that's really a x plus 2 squared minus 1. Now you can see I almost have an equation, but I'm missing this a value. I got to figure out what the a value is. And I'm going to use the y-intercept and plug the y-intercept in for our x and our y value to figure that out. So let's plug -3 in for f of x. And we'll plug in 0 for x. And we'll solve. So we end up with, this is 2 squared, which is 4. So I end up with -3 equals 4a minus 1. We're going to add the -1 over, so add 1 to each side. And we end up with -2 is equal to 4a. And then we'll divide by 4. And we end up with -1/2 is equal to a. So then I can go back up and rewrite my equation. So f of x now is equal to -1/2 x plus 2 squared minus 1. Now I believe this assignment wants you to get this into standard form. We have the equation, but I think they want us to go into standard form from here, so we'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to say f of x is equal to -1/2. This is x plus 2 times x plus 2 minus 1. So we get f of x is equal to -1/2 x squared plus 2x plus 2x, when I multiply the 2 times the x and the 2 times the x out there, plus 2 times 2 is 4, minus 1. So f of x is equal to -1/2. Let's go ahead and combine like terms. We get x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 1. Now we'll distribute the -1/2 to each term. -1/2 x squared minus 2x minus 2 minus 1. So we end up with -1/2 x squared minus 2x minus 3. And that's our equation in, we would call that general form. So this would be vertex form, of course, and now this is general form. Let's do a second example here. Let's write our vertex right away. So our vertex would be 4, 2. And I'll just write that that's the vertex there. Our equation is f of x is equal to a x minus h squared plus k. And this is vertex form. We need another coordinate, so let's find another coordinate. That coordinate there will work. And that is not the y-intercept, so I'm just going to say that the other coordinate, so other coordinate, is going to be 5, 3. Let's go ahead and plug in the vertex. So we have f of x is equal to a x minus 4 squared plus 2. And I got to figure out this a value. To figure out the a value, I'm going to use the other coordinate, and 3 would go in for the y value, 5 would go in for the x value. So I have 3 equals a 5 minus 4 squared plus 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. When I square it, it's still 1. So I get 3 equals 1a, or just a, plus 2. Subtract 2 on each side. You get 1 is equal to a. So now I know my leading coefficient, and that leading coefficient is 1. So I can just write f of x equals 1 x minus 4 squared plus 2. But I'll really just write that as x minus 4 squared plus 2. And this is vertex form, but I think they want us to go to standard form. Or not standard form, general form. So we're going to write f of x is equal to x minus 4 times x minus 4 plus 2. We multiply this and we get x times x is x squared minus 4x when we multiply in here, minus 4x when we multiply the outsides, plus 16 plus 2. So we end up with f of x is equal to x squared minus 8x plus 18. And that would be the general form equation.